There's a quick video on my Alphahawk that I've modified. It is rocking a twin spring. It has the stock spring of a retaliator and another spring that I found at Ace Hardware that fits right over it. So let's get right to it. I've already disassembled it partially ahead of time. Alright, now the performance has improved a little bit, not as much as I would have liked. And my guess is because of this spring right here, I should probably remove that, because what that does is it resets the plunger tube a little further back, and on actuation, when the plunger slams forward, this assembly actually slides forward a little bit to meet this. I believe without that spring, it'll have a little bit better of a seal here. So let's go ahead and remove all this. So I have removed the dart posts for a little bit better airflow. And I've removed the air restrictor, which I kind of wish I didn't. I did not get that many gains off of the AR removal. So yeah, now it sounds horrible when you fire it. And I wouldn't recommend dry firing one of these without the AR. It just sounds like it's about to break. So let's get rid of the trigger assembly and the catch. So hold on one second. I'm going to disassemble the plunger tube. Okay, so that is the twin spring on it. You can see the two springs overlapping each other. You'll notice I did bed the plunger space with epoxy, and that's just to strengthen it, because the Alphahawk has a really flimsy plunger, to be honest. It flexes in your hand, and it's because where the epoxy is usually just hollowed out, and it's kind of a skeletal plunger, and it's quite weak. I know there was a previous video where another modder tried to twin spring it, and it wouldn't activate the catch, and that's because on this part there were raised sections of plastic. I had to file that down all around, including the there's a part on the bottom that used to protrude outwards, and it would actuate the this little mechanism that turns the cylinder. So without it, it won't turn the cylinder anymore. So what I had done was I took a spare dart post and I epoxied it in place right here. So now, as you rack it back, it actuates the cylinder. So the cylinder will now turn on rack and not on trigger release as it previously did. The good part is, when you set it up that way and it fires, when this slams forward, nothing moves here. So you just get a straight air push. So that's kind of cool. The bad part is if you keep actuating it, it just turns over and over and over. Bad part, if you want to call it a bad part. I like it, but I wouldn't suggest you do this unless that's how you want it to operate. But yeah, those are the internals of my modified Alphahawk. Oops, see the AR delete and everything. I'll do a test fire in a little bit. Let me reassemble this. Pardon the camera shake, sorry about that. I'm filming this with my iPhone. I don't have a real camera. But it's about 30 feet from where I'm standing to the garage door, maybe a little bit more. So first shot. Now this test will be conducted with AccuStrike darts, because that's what it came with. And you'll notice a pretty flat trajectory, but like my retaliator has quite a bit more range than this. But I do like the Alphahawk's ergonomics. It feels good in the hand, it's easy to point, the length of pull is nice. So these are the improvements made. 2 more shots. Oh, that one a little high. All right, I'll do the next test with Stefan darts. I'm gonna tip Stefan's. shot. So with both Stefan darts and AccuStrike darts, it flies fairly straight, good accuracy. Note that if you do fire elite darts or any standard FVJs out of this, they will fishtail slightly, and that's probably just because of the spring power. They're not meant to fly straight. But yeah. But yeah, that's my Alphahawk. That's all I got.